Good afternoon, my lords and ladies. We apologize for the slight delay in this ethereal court. We had some technical difficulties, but we are now through that. So, without further ado, herein opens the court of Her Majesty Margarita de Siena and their highnesses Magnus Tyndall and Albrecht von Rostock, princes of Tirmara and heirs to the throne of the East.
Welcome everybody to Ethereal Court. There are many things going on in our world around us, and their highnesses and I have came out with a statement reminding you that the SCA is a safe place for all, and it will be treated as such. And we ask that you continue your good works that you've been doing. But to that note, sometimes when there is an issue, we have to take action.
On this date, June the 13th, 2020, we, Margarita de Siena, Queen of the East Kingdom, do issue a kingdom sanction, temporary removal from participation from the Society against Raul Vega. The temporary removal from participation will last until the board makes a final decision on the sanction.
There are many things going on today in today's court, and I hope that you're ready to enjoy and to see and to celebrate with us. I'm so glad that you're here, and I can't wait to see you.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us this day. Here at Concordia is a beautiful sunny day, and I hope it is a sunny day for you as well. Thank you for joining us.
The East has made me so proud this week, and it is fills me with so much joy and happiness to be here with all of you again. At this time, I am going to raise my glass and ask that we toast the essential workers, those that have been called to the front lines that are still giving forth their effort to keep us safe as a society, to those who are working to keep us all connected, and to those that we hope to see in the future.
So for the first time during an ethereal court, Her Majesty is going to be giving some awards that are responses to people that were written in for things and such. And we would like to present the first to you now. Her Majesty would invite into her court Njal Ranvason.
Majesty.
Hi, welcome. You may know some of the people around you. Today we are inducting you into the Order of Apollo's Arrow. I want to tell you that I have heard so much from this order about the joy that you bring to the range, the fact that you're teaching and you're helping even the younger archers learn, that your scores are consistently above 60 plus, and that at the last one you were 16th and then the top 11. And you are an up-and-coming archer that we should watch. And the East is thankful for your skills. And we just want to include you into this order.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beloved Queen Margarita, on each arm, the two princes, Albrecht and mighty Tyndall, sent warmest words to soar the skies, seeking subjects worthy of praise. Down like a hawk, Apollo's arrow, stuck in northern soil, Endoward, for they had named a new captain to lead the dread barony's men. Heralds called for Njal Ranvason, who called those lands his home and those people his kin. These words took flight, reached far and wide through the kingdom and baronies, and to the stars themselves. Scroll by Tekken McAuthray, words by Nicol McDonough.
I just want to tell you that this is very well deserved, and that there are many people here, not only from the order, but from your friends and family, that want to congratulate you. Thank you so much for all you do.
For Njal, newest companion of the Order of Apollo's Arrow.
Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Her Majesty and their Highnesses would like to continue the tradition of honoring those who have inspired those around them as well as the royals. Alexander L'Espagnol d'Orling.
Alexander has been running a fitness challenge during this whole quarantine, inspiring us to remain fit. His efforts are incredibly moving and keep us from becoming rusty tigers.
Lord Karl der Falconer.
Carl has made and donated almost 100 masks to the local hospice organization and food pantry.
The Honorable Lady Cara the Mischievous.
Cara has been keeping busy making masks for her friends out of fun fabrics, which makes the masks more fun to wear. And while her job has been temporarily shut down, she has been helping out at her local food pantry to provide much needed meals to those in need, and has also offered some youth combat weapons for the Toy Box fundraiser. For all this, she is truly inspiring.
Fenrir of Mountain Freehold.
Fenrir has been using this time to delve into his persona and garb, and been asking his wonderful mama to document this journey on the Book of Faces. He has also drew an incredible picture of his SCA family that has brought joy to many and made us feel a little closer in a time in which we are all missing each other fiercely.
Lady Caitlin Straccoon.
During this hard time, Caitlin has been looking for work and they have been interviewing, which is a full-time job in itself. But during this time, they have also been doing so many crafty things. A lot of us find that it's hard to be motivated to do one project, but Caitlin has made bread, pie, cheese, and baked a cheesecake. But then on top, they knitted mittens using period patterns. But they are not done yet. They are my bardic champion and are working on organizing a concert recording of Uskard bards and musicians. Caitlin is finding ways to stay creative, upbeat, and positive during this hard time.
Baron Fergus Redmead.
He continues to encourage others to keep creating during this difficult time by giving us a mental hand up. His upbeat posts keep those that follow him on the sunny side when all seems gray, and he consistently shows his love for the arts and sciences within our community.
Baraka Bat Mira Vishlomo.
Baraka has been sharing many online resources available to those who want to fight for justice and equality. She has helped many find ways to support the cause while not being in the streets. Thank you for providing resources to help those who are at home and inspiring us to action.
Lady Cat Spoonbreaker of Mountain Freehold.
Kat has been arranging videos and options for people to spend time together while being apart and safe. She includes a safe space for people to share laughter, stories, joys, and tears. Kat, thank you for providing such a space for all.
Doña Genevieve Spillane.
Genevieve is a nurse in the mundane world and therefore a frontliner. She is keeping many balls in the air of late. She's a nurse, but not only that, she's taking classes to further her nursing career. She's working with her family, and despite these challenging times, Doña has found time to post online. Her words have always been upbeat and encouraging. She's encouraged many to think twice before grumbling on social media. I hope that I can possess the strength that she has in the face and the level of courage in the face of so much adversity. Thank you so much for being an inspiration.
Good afternoon, East Kingdom. I want to take a few minutes today to encourage everyone who participates in the SCA to take the SCA census. It is live now through June 21st on a Sunday, a week and a day from today. Everyone who participates, whether or not you are a paid member, society wants to hear from you. There are 3 sections to the census. The first section asks about your experiences and your thoughts on SCA topics, including the question of peerage for the martial disciplines not covered by rattan and rapier, archery, thrown weapons, combat archery, siege, equestrian. The second section is demographics. The third section is about negative experiences in the SCA. Please take the time to go through all 3 sections. Make sure you click all the way through. The sections stand alone and are separate, so it might be easy to miss that there is more if you think you're finished with just the first section. In a moment, we'll show you the address for the survey. Again, this will be live through June 21st. Thank you.
Despite the world being a bit locked down of late, things still are going on and progress still happens even in our society. Her Majesty would like to share some of that with you now. Majesty invites before her Caoch Ve Inyan Ki Aaron, Seneschal of the incipient Shire of Old Stonebridges.
Thank you. Your Majesty, Your Highnesses, we, the members of Old Stonebridges, petition the Crown to become a full branch shire within the East Kingdom.
As of this date, June 13th, Anno Societatis 55, Her Majesty Margarita announces that the Shire of Old Stonebridges is an official branch of the East Kingdom.
Congratulations to you all.
For the official Shire of Old Stonebridges, Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat! Yay!
It has been the continued pleasure of Her Majesty and their Highnesses to continue to recognize those who may have slipped through the cracks and bring forth their backlogged awards. Megan Ni Padraig, Award of Arms. Be it known that we, Brennan and Keelan, August King and Queen of the East, have found many of the works and services of Megan Ni Padraig to be of great merit. There is no lady more kind and generous with her time, knowledge, and resources. Her dedication and passion for everything she does is unmatched in our kingdom, and so we shall award unto her arms. Scroll by Honora Inyan O'Rourke. Alice Treby, Order of the Silver Brooch. Hear now the words of Brennan and Keelan, Mighty Ree and Bon Ree of the glorious East. Beautifying the East with enameled treasures, Alice Treby enriches our land. We therefore induct her into the Order of the Silver Brooch on the 9th of April, Anno Societatis 50, in the Shire of Cantavia at the coronation of our heirs. Scroll by Asa Sturladotter. Torfi Jarnefi. Brennan King and Keelan Queen, inasmuch as Torfi Jarnefi has bound himself to us with axe and tool, we are within our rights to bestow unto Torfi Jarnefi arms in the form of the following: argent in saltire 2 axes on a point pointed purpur, and a clenched sinister gauntlet or, and on a chief purpur 3 Thor's hammers or. On this, the 2nd day of April, Anno Societatis 50, at our barony of Setmore Swamp at Mudthaw. Illumination by Tola Knitter, calligraphy by Natalia Anastasia Evgenova, words by Alice McIntosh.
We're so excited to continue with these past awards, and to the recipients, congratulations again. Right now, I'd like to just switch gears a little bit and talk about how amazing all of you are. We have our mask count. We are up to 6,791 masks, 116 face shields, 241 scrub caps, and 750 ear savers, plus all the time and efforts that everybody continues to donate. East Kingdom, you are amazing and have stepped up during these troubled times, and you inspire me. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Father's Day music video the attendants have been putting together. Behind the scenes and doing all the hard work of trying to get people to send in submissions and pictures, and they would like to thank all the bards who have donated their music and their pictures, and to all the fathers that have contributed to this slideshow and music video.
East Kingdom, we need you to help us send us more examples of people that are inspiring you during this time of separation. Send in the names of more tiny tigers that need toys. Keep us connected. Let us know what's going on. We love everything that you're doing. Let us know the things that you're seeing we may have missed.
And at this time, they will continue to show and honor those who have inspired the East. The first, Sir Ryoku Yin of the Iron Skies.
Sir Ryu was appointed the warlord of the East. He was to lead the Tiger Army in the biggest annual event we have, Pennsic. But then the pandemic happened and Pennsic got postponed, and as Ryu put it, prowess was canceled. But only martial prowess, and while he may not lead the armies of the East on the battlefields of Pennsic War, he is continuing to lead and inspire the East through his words of wisdom, display of art, encouragement, poetry readings, and his focus on art, love, compassion, and allowing the kingdom to grow, though not in the way we had initially intended.
Mistress Bess Darnley.
She has been making masks and scrub caps for the employees at her local hospital.
Lily Morgaine.
Lily has been trying to keep all of the household members around the known world informed, active, and smiling. Often it is her posts that keep them going.
Lord Hrothgar the Goth of Ajum.
Adding humor to the Shire Book of Faces post and encouraging participation at home in arts and sciences projects, and for keeping the tone light in dark times.
Lady Jenna Childslayer.
Jenna has been checking in on people and sharing kind words of comfort. She has been encouraging folks to do virtual hangout, to socialize, and being an overall positive energy force that is much needed during these hard times.
Lady Elisabetta Medalia.
For arranging the backlog scroll assignments and encouraging others to make art.
Francesca Barclay.
Francesca is a math professor at Orange County Community College, a mother of 3 girls, a tutor to many students, and the exchequer of the Shire of Old Stone Bridges. When the college went to online teaching, she realized that many of her students did not have internet capabilities at home. Many of her students had to make the choice of either using their money to buy food or pay for internet so they could continue their college courses. Francesca, along with another professor, contacted all of the cable internet provider companies in Orange County, New York area, and arranged so that all the students would receive free internet services so that they could finish their college semester. Such an inspiration to take that on. Thank you.
Baroness Kaylee McWhite.
Kaylee works for a company that makes respirator parts. As I'm sure you can imagine, this has been a very busy company the last few months. While doing her full-time job, she's also on top of all her responsibilities as baronial seneschal, which is no small job in itself. She is doing all of this with unparalleled grace and poise during these difficult times.
Lord Thomas Onboga O'Neill.
Thank you, Thomas, for calling and checking up on members of their shire, bringing food and an ear to those who need it, for keeping the shire's Facebook lively, and to help newcomers stay interested on our game, even while we're on pause. Thank you for everything you do for our shire.
Once more, Her Majesty is going to continue to recognize gentles who should be included in certain orders that they had not previously been. Her Majesty invites into her court Grania MacLeod.
Thank you so much for everything that you do. You've been invited this evening to join and become part of our wheels. You've jumped in. You've jumped in and you've been working so hard. You jumped in as autocrat when somebody was unable to continue because of grief, and you just jumped in with a smile and a, I've got you. You've been serving as a retainer for many years, and you have a positive attitude. You're always ready to lend a hand. You jump in on staff when you're not on staff. Thank you so much for everything you do for our kingdom and for society, and this is well deserved.
Zealous and passionate drive marks those who would dedicate themselves to the service of others throughout the kingdom. It is this fervent inspiration to help in times of need that we, Margarita de Siena, sovereign queen of the Laurel Kingdom of the East, do wish to see cultivated and recognized in our stalwart and unbending populace. It is these deeds are signifiers of qualities desired in those who would share in making events better for all. then Grania MacLeod is a shining example of such. For her desire to step in when others need help, and her ability to do so with skill and deftness, we do name her a companion of the Order of the Silver Wheel, with all the honors and accords due a member of the aforesaid order. Done by our hand and voice in our court on this day, the 13th day of June, Anno Societatis 55, in the ethereal court of Margarita de Siena, held through scrying panes connected like a delicate spider's web in the clouds. Scroll by Vittorio Antonello.
Grania, congratulations. Welcome to the order.
For Grania, newest companion of the Order of the Silver Wheel.
Viva!
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 Viva! Her Majesty invites before her Aisha of the Isles.
Aisha, we welcome you to the Zoom meeting today to become part of our Silver Wheels. You've done very many things for our kingdom. You've worked on day boards for 100 Minutes War. You've autocrated and deputy autocrated. You've jumped in anytime with a positive attitude and a willing hand. We thank you so much for your dedication, and we welcome you to this order.
Dearest Aisha of the Isles, I write to you that these words may reach you by the 13th of June, Anno Societatis 55. Though you have already been spoken to, as I have heard that you ask to be taught, even as you set yourself about a great many tasks. Since a warning may turn into guidance for some, comfort for others, and fulfillment for others again, for those, that is, who carry out what they understand. For that reason, my dearest sons and daughters of the East must be often taught and instructed, so that by some of the delights of others' knowledge, they may be able to conquer their own griefs arising out of the need to be helpful. Word has come to me that you already endeavor to be helpful in humbleness, simple in faith, pure in friendship, versatile in even circumstances, even in versatile ones, a dissenter where necessary, agreeing about truth, kindly in griefs, strong in trials, weak in quarrelings, efficient in your progress, careful in word, ready to work, friendly to the upright, gentle to the weak, firm to the stubborn, ever modest, patient to the point of enthusiasm, discreet in duty, purposeful in study, unmoved in turmoil, striving together with the perfect, not envying your betters, not grieving at those who outstrip you, and, though perhaps weary, yet unfailing, at once weeping and rejoicing for zeal and hope, making a sure advance. Let this ever be your model, beloved Aisha. There is my teaching. Do you provide the disposition to follow, if you can, that you may enjoy happiness and fulfillment beginning this day as you are made a companion of my Order of the Silver Wheel. If you can do such, you shall surely be most blessed. Queen Margarita. Scroll by Wolfgar Silverhaar, words by Theodora Bryanisa, called Triana.
Amazing. That was so beautiful.
Welcome to this great order.
For Aisha, newest companion of the Order of the Silver Wheel. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat! Go ahead.
As we look forward with hope that on the horizon we are able to have events and build towards coming together again, His Highness Albrecht and I would like to remind you that we are looking forward to a fall where we may be able to have events where we select new champions for the kingdom. If your group is capable of putting together such an event, we would love to see bids for both champions whose term we would have expected to expire over the summer, as well as those that we would normally turn over in the fall and winter.
We would like to continue to honor those whose awards have gone out in the past but not have seen time before Her Majesty. Thorfinn in Ruthie, Order of the Silver Tiger. Make it known to all that we, King Kenric and Queen Avelina of the East, have heard many things about our fierce servant, Thorfinn in Ruthie. His skills on the fighting field and his focus on the defense of our realm have made him very valuable to us. Thus, we are pleased to create him a member of the Silver Tiger and also to award him arms. Done on the 11th of June, Anno Societatis 51, at the Southern Region War Camp in our barony of Carillion. Scroll by Catherine Stanhope. Tycho Mickelson, Order of the Silver Tiger. Be it known that we, Kenric and Avelina, King and Queen of the East, have observed on many occasions the valor, prowess, and courtesy of our brave and noble Tycho Mickelson. There has never been a more powerful force on the battlefield than our Tycho. Through all forms of shield walls, he is unstoppable as he blasts through anything with his mighty weapon, yet his is as gallant as he is mighty. Among his peers, he is known for his valiant leadership and is often described as great-hearted. Therefore do we, to the acclaim of the companions, admit him into the Order of the Silver Tiger and awarding him these arms. Done this 11th day of June in Anno Societatis 51 at the Southern Region War Camp in our barony of Carillion. Scroll by Honora Inyen O'Rourke.
Good afternoon, East Kingdom. As your Kingdom Web Minister, I do have a quick announcement. Based on some feedback we've had recently, and in the spirit of opening and advancing accessibility for modes of communications for various members of our Armigerous orders, the Web Ministry will shortly be implementing discussion-based mailing lists similar to those offered to the polling orders in the East Kingdom for those awards that we would typically sort of refer to as the Silver Awards, the AOA level awards. So we will be hopefully announcing those completed lists shortly. I would like to sort of restate a call for anyone willing to volunteer to moderate these mailing lists. It's not a busy job, at least not once the first rush of people signing up is over. Very easy. We will happily train you on the use of the software. It's quite easy. And so if you are interested in that job, it is Her Majesty's discretion to appoint those moderators, but we would love to be able to present her with a list of suitable candidates who are willing to do so. Please, please, please contact the Web Ministry through the help desk email. That is helpdesk@helpdesk.eastkingdom.org, and we will be more than happy to forward those names up, and thank you very much.
Her Majesty and their Highnesses would like to continue to honor those who have inspired the populace of the East. Gilbert Christian Blackmore.
Gilbert has been building thrown weapons targets that break down for transport. He has been using his time and personal resources to do this. He has been posting his progress in videos on the East Kingdom Facebook, helping to inspire others. He has been gifting them to local members as surprises, really keeping the dream alive for those struggling to do so.
Lord Brandon Newsprater Aronson.
Brandon and his art have been such an inspiration during this time. I'm at a loss for words. Seek him out, enjoy his knowledge. He is an amazing individual.
Keelan Inyan Killikeen, otherwise known as Kira of House Three Skulls.
She has created and monitors an EK Discord server for EK youth, giving the young people of the kingdom a place to stay connected and socialize. She has also extended invitations to her Minecraft server.
Perez Ben Meir Gershon.
Perez is relatively new to the SCA, but he has delved in head first. For the first Ethereal Court, he cooked a full meal and created an amazing SCA atmosphere event in his home. He shared it with the populace through pictures shared on social media. He has now turned it into a pre-court live cooking show. He asks for recipe suggestions and then invites people in joining a couple of hours before to join him virtually in his kitchen as he prepares a meal. This is such a wonderful idea. In a way, it is like attending a mini SCA event online. First, you do an activity, in this case, hanging out and working in the kitchen, and then you attend court. Perez has really found a unique way to transition the SCA experience online in this difficult time.
Sarah Eid Almarin.
Sarah is a quiet gentle who works tirelessly as the A&S mistress for the Barony of Carillon. She participates regularly in our virtual meetings and joins us in our virtual socials. Most importantly, through these difficult times, she keeps our barony updated with listings of online classes and meetings related to the arts and sciences.
Sir Tanaka Reiko.
Sir Tanaka has been an essential worker on the front lines of the pandemic. Through that hard job, he is still doing art, service, and sharing messages of inspiration during this incredible, difficult time. His posts makes me ask myself, what can I do to make things better?
It is Seine Lafilares.
Throughout the pandemic, in addition to her day job in childcare, in addition to her work as East Kingdom Deputy Exchequer, she has been connecting with Carolingians and source delivering them to things they need: fabric for masks, bread, recipes, tools for their work, and all sorts of other things. She's been checking in with people and making sure they're okay, helping them whenever she can, and she's already a busy person without all of that. She cares deeply about her people, and all of Carolingia is her people. This is my goal.
Lady Violet Hughes.
Violet's been really active teaching online heraldry classes. She is also willing to give up her free time to help anyone who asks anything about heraldry. Violet is positive, welcoming force and has been helping keep Andub active during this quarantine. Great job.
Fear Donaldson.
He's jumped into organizing and sponsoring. Sorry, I'm very excited about this program. He's jumped in and helping organize members of the SCA to sponsor those who may not be able to afford a membership at this time. With the SCA calling a cease to lapse memberships and the call to, come back and re-up, he and a team of people behind him, once he started this, has just kept rolling down the hill. It's one of those programs that I am so excited and proud of. Makes me very proud to be East Kingdom because of the people that have jumped in. But this program has taken on a life of its own and has now reached out through the SCA wide. And I just wanted to lift him up to everybody for inspiring me with such a simple call that has jumped and taken on into a even bigger action. Great job. East Kingdom, we remind you to send us your inspirations. Remember, when filling them out, there is a special place for Facebook and/or email so that I can contact individuals so that we can have a picture to place with the names and the great deeds. Keep them coming in. We are so excited, and I love reading everyone, learning about some of the things that I might not see. So please keep them coming.
Thank you so much for being with us today, and we still have some more awards to give out. So
Her Majesty has called before her the companions of the Order of the Silver Brooch. Her Majesty would invite before her Ismay Delin.
Ismay, hi, welcome. Today, I would like to add you to the Order of the Brooch. You have been doing wonderful things in your scribal community to help with wording. Your words come from the heart and are expressions that people hold dear. The person who wrote you in said, you don't feel that your work is as flashy, but those words are what people hear and what will sink into their heart. And you do a great service by sharing those words with us all. Thank you so much for everything you do. And now there are some words for you.
Hey.
How glad with me, how glad. More falsch can high, more falsch. Ismay is risen. Her art is steady. Brush, pen, and word, I saw Ismay Delin composing. The host acclaimed her. Again and again, in great throngs they came. There came silver brooches to meet her. Easterners, eager in their acclaim, to the worthiness of Ismay they speak. Since I, Margarita, am Queen of the East, let my words be heard as truth. The Tad Krefeden by Darogan. Scroll is by Duchess Thura.
But I just want to thank you again.
Companion of the Order of the Silver Brooch. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Oh, hey, Malcolm?
Yeah?
We're not done yet.
No?
No.
All right. Her Majesty would see before her Mallow and McKecked.
Woo. Hi!
That's my pelican.
Malone, I am also adding you to this order today. I've heard from people in this order about your cooking and the fact that not only are you following period recipes for day boards and for feasts, but you are dragging people kicking and screaming into your kitchen and going, you can do this too. But really you're teaching and you're showing them the importance of A&S and the importance of giving it a try. And your encouragement to new people in your kitchen and outside of your kitchen is wonderful. And we just want to do that today. And so Malcolm has some words for you too.
Let it be known that the venerable and much beloved Master Mallow and McKecked, having been studious in his cookery and care for the benefit of our people, has for several years gone unremarked. He should once more return to those duties for the East Kingdom which appertain to his skills, and should diligently exert his strength and his talents against the perfidious enemies of mirth and hospitality. Moved by the same spirits which ally us in congeniality, we have determined upon giving him a fixed place within the Order of the Silver Brooch, that he should no longer be compelled to wander about the kingdom. By the tenor of this our present charter, firmly valid for all future times, through our certain knowledge and royal authority and deliberation, and with special design for ourselves, our heirs, and successors who ascend the throne, we, Queen Margarita, bestow upon the aforesaid Baron this recognition, done in the month of June Anno Societatis 55. Scroll is also by Thura Eriksdottir.
Yay.
What you've done deserves to be in this order, and I'm very excited that I got to recognize you for it. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you,
For
Majesty.
Ismay and Mallowan, newest companions of the Order of the Silver Brooch. Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
Well,
Congratulations!
Thank you.
this has been such a fun court with seeing all the smiling faces of the people who have gotten awards today. I would also like to remind groups that who have sent in bids for coronation, there is going to be a deadline for other groups to be able to contribute to this of July 1st. If it hasn't been mentioned already, keep sending in your words for people that has inspired you. And also for the Toys for Tigers. I don't know if we had said that before, but please keep sending in those submissions as well. I would also like to remind people that the next slideshow coming up, and there's a couple of them, is please send in your pride pictures. It'd be great to see all those smiling faces as well in one of our next slideshows coming up in courts to come. Thank you so much for joining. Know that we miss you and we love you and can't wait to see you in person sometime.
His Highness is right. We do have more than one slideshow coming up. The other one, June 24th, is Canada Day. And as that falls very close to our next court, we would love to see some pictures celebrating Tir Mara. Those separated by a mundane border, our kingdom spans north, and there's going to be an announcement and a call for pictures coming out. There'll be a link to a Google Drive folder. We would love to see any pictures celebrating the fantastic Tir Maran spirit within our kingdom. And as we draw close to the end of court today, I would just like to leave you with a word as we move forward as a kingdom, as a society, and that is empathy. Let us strive to see each other with empathy, to act with empathy, to build each other up so that we are strong and healthy when we can function fully as a kingdom again.
My dear ones, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you've enjoyed celebrating with friends as they were added to orders, helping to get backlogs with those who deserve them. And most importantly, for just joining and being with us. Even though we're apart, it's a good way to stay together. Remember that there are many stripes to our tiger, but we are all one tiger. Together, we're going to get through this and be stronger for it. I miss you. All my love.
Her Majesty and their Highnesses would invite you to their next ethereal court to be held on Sunday, June 28th at 4 p.m. There will be a subsequent court on July 19th, again at 4 p.m., also a Sunday. For all of the honors bestowed upon the populace of the East and abroad, vivant, vivant, vivant. There being no further business, herein ends the court of Her Majesty Margarita and their Highnesses Tyndall and Albrecht. Long live the Queen of the East. Long live the Princes of Tir Mara.